We're going to transition from paragraphs to essays. We did a little bit of that in Unit 1, but Unit 2 focuses on several different types of essays that you guys will need to know how to read, dissect, understand, and how to write. Just a quick recap of Unit 1. A paragraph is a series of sentences that are organized and coherent and are all related to a single topic. Almost every piece of writing you do that is longer than a few sentences will be organized into paragraphs. Remember that all paragraphs will have a topic, main idea, and major important details. And remember, when you are writing the paragraph, for me, I want your paragraphs to have an opening sentence, a topic sentence, supporting sentences, major supporting details that explain your topic sentence, and concluding sentences and a concluding sentence. And we did that at the beginning of Unit 1. Now, for Unit 2, you're going to write a practice essay, and so we are focusing on transitioning from paragraph writing to essay writing. Okay, and essays are texts or writings that have more than one paragraph. The basic structure of an essay is an opening paragraph. Note how you move away from that one sentence to an opening paragraph. Then you have your, make sure in your opening paragraph that your thesis statement or your main idea is present. Generally speaking, the thesis statement is the last sentence in an opening paragraph. And remember that opening paragraph is sometimes called an introductory paragraph. Next, you have supporting paragraphs. These are also called body paragraphs. They support the thesis. Each body paragraph will have its own main idea, and that main idea sentence will always reflect back to the thesis statement. And then you have your concluding paragraph. For me, your paragraphs will consist of 5 to 12 sentences. Okay? Don't forget that the main idea of an essay is called a thesis statement. The thesis statement is generally the last sentence in the opening paragraph. And this is what I said earlier. Each body paragraph of an essay will have a main idea that relates back to the thesis statement, and the concluding paragraph wraps everything up in a neat package. There are many different types of essays. The following are some of the most common ones that we're going to discuss in this class: chronological or time order, cause and effect, classification, exemplification. And you might note some of these are familiar to you from when we talked about patterns of organization and paragraphs. Patterns of organization are present in both paragraphs and essays. Okay, and so the pattern of organization of a paragraph tells you what type of paragraph it is, right? You find the main idea sentence, and it will tell you what type of paragraph it is. However, the pattern of an essay or the type of the essay kind of follows the same rules. You find the thesis statement, and based on the thesis statement, you'll know what type of essay it is. This is just a recap. The thesis or the main idea is a good predictor of the organization of an essay or paragraph. In a paragraph, the main idea is called a topic sentence. In an essay, and that's what we're discussing, the main idea is called the thesis statement. For the time order chronological essay, there are two types. You have your narrative essay. Narrative writing involves writing about a past experience of some significance. An autobiography shares the story of a writer's life. A personal narrative focuses on one specific event or experience. A single narrative highlights a memorable moment or a life-changing event. Two strategies that will help you when writing a narrative is using a timeline and answering the 5 W's and H questions: who, what, when, where, why, and how. When reading a narrative, it is important that you follow the key actions in the order that they occur. And remember, this is called chronological order. Timelines are useful graphic organizers when reading and writing narratives. The other type of time order chronological essay is the process essay. And this should be familiar to you. The same rules, except for you're looking at essays instead of paragraphs. Look at the thesis statement. For words like steps, stages, events, development, phases, and processes, these transitions indicate that this is a process essay. Next, you have your cause and effect essay. Remember, a cause is why something happened, and effect is the result or outcome of that cause. A cause and effect essay provides details to show how one point results in or leads to another point. Transition words found in the thesis statement of a cause and effect essay: because, result, affects, causes, factors, reasons, leads to. Anytime you see these transitions, you know that this is a cause and effect essay. Exemplification essay is also called an illustrative essay. It uses examples to show, explain, or prove a point. The key to a good illustrative essay is to use enough details and specific examples to get your point across. An illustration essay will have a thesis statement, and subsequent paragraphs will have main ideas that point to the thesis statement and give examples to prove that thesis statement. Reading a text that illustrates a main idea boils down to identifying two key components: the main idea or the thesis and the examples used to support it. The classification essay. This pattern is widely used in textbooks. It provides a topic, divides a topic into parts that are based on shared or common characteristics. Classification answers the question, what kinds are there? Signal words found in the main idea of a classification essay are the same signal words found in the main idea of a classification paragraph. Categories, classifications, kinds, types, and varieties. Let's say you have an essay. Internet users have two types of access choices for surfing the web. You have, and this is the main idea of an essay. The word types indicates the classification essay. You guys need to view the video on basic essay structure. Also, look at the different types of essays under the folder Unit 2 types of essays. That information will recap the information that I have just discussed. Watching the videos under the different types of essays, watching the videos is optional, but it will help you understand the information more. Make sure you view the notes and the sample essays under each folder. Also, view my video on understanding essays. You will need to know this information for the test. It's nothing that you're going to regurgitate back to me for the test. I'm not going to say, what did I say? But what you need to know for the test is how to read, understand, and identify the different types of essays along with the different types of patterns.